Yo, what's up? What's good? It's quite doing. How you feeling, man? It's DatBoiDith back with another banger. You asked me. You already know what today is. Today is Random Tuesday. Today's video, we got sentencing for Tory Lanez set to resume after postponement. Now, man, this particular topic is very, very controversial. You know what I mean? Like, y'all already know. Like, when that happened, when it first went down, you know, talking about Tory shot Meg and all this other stuff, and or either he didn't. And y'all remember that whole situation about when he allegedly shot Meg, man. I mean, now it just so happens that they're sentencing him for, like, you know, shooting her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's controversial because some people believe that he didn't shoot her. Some people believe he did. And, you know, there's word that, you know, he was making excuses, like, you know, saying, like, well, I ain't gonna say excuse, but he said, like, he was like, this came from my habits, you know what I'm saying? My parents were like an alcoholic, stuff like that. He basically is like, that's how I grew up and all this other stuff. So there's a lot in the air, you know. I ain't really finna speak my, like, I ain't finna, like, speak my opinion and all that, because it's like, I really don't, you know what I'm saying, care that much to try to, you know, debate with nobody. I just want the people to talk. I want to leave it to the people to talk. So I want to leave y'all, I'm gonna leave it to y'all to put your opinions in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, like, while we watch this video, I'm not finna just say no. I'm trying to listen, you know what I'm saying, see what they saying. If I hear something, if they say something that I feel like I need to put my insight on, then I will. But other than that, I'm just going to, you know, learn some information, see what they talking about. And yeah, we're going to go from there. You know what I mean? But I'll leave the original video link description down below. If those y'all want to watch this on your own time. For those y'all who haven't subscribed yet, appreciate it if y'all do. I appreciate everybody that watch my videos, man. Take time on their day to watch it. But yeah, man, let's hop into it.
Has filed a motion for a new trial, but a judge denied it. ABC News legal contributor and trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer is joining us for more on this. Now, Brian, yesterday the judge said that he received 76 letters in support of Tory Lanez, and that several people even read statements in court, including the mother of his child. There was a chaplain at the jail also, and a psychologist. Could this play a role, do you think, in his sentencing?
Well, good morning, Kata. Interestingly enough, also Iggy Azalea is reported to have sent a letter as well. I think it does play an important role in this case because, again, the minimum sentencing guideline here is 9.
Iggy sent a letter. That's interesting. Iggy sent a letter. How close are they? How close are they? I wonder what she had to say. I wonder what she said. He got 76 letters. That's crazy. Hey, like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, it's some people, whether we like it or not, it's some people that's just gonna agree with. Some people that's just gonna be on Tory's side, you know. So it's like, it's some people that just believe that Tory is guilty. It's just, and there's some people that believe he's not. So it's gonna always be controversial. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get into it, because it's like, it's a headache. Because it's like, you can feel one way and then the other person feel differently from yours. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, now y'all arguing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'll be in the middle. I'll be like, I don't know, man. I mean, I just know that they sentenced him, and I know that he had to go to jail. You get what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. But 76 letters? That's ridiculous, man.
It's because, again, the minimum sentencing guideline here is 9. The max he'd be getting is 22 years and 8 months, but the prosecution is asking for 13. And the reason why I kind of paint that picture is these impact statements are going to have the judge thinking, where on the line should I be putting the jail sentence here? I think these letters push him lower and lower below that 13-year mark, even though the defense is asking for probation. And I think it does help, but the question is, how much does it help in comparison to the rest of the information provided?
Right, and the chaplain, I know, talked about his good behavior in jail. The psychologist also gave a statement that said Tory was diagnosed with PTSD and anxiety disorder, and that he would be a good candidate for the facility that she works at. Does that help his case?
So, personally, I would say no, but I think this is a very stylistic issue in the sense that the first part, the PTSD and any diagnosis that he has, does, I think, help him in saying, Judge, this is not a person we should be putting in jail for long periods of times, because jail doesn't help these things, it makes it worse. But then saying that he's a good candidate for a specific place in a facility, I've seen judges turn around and say, great, I know the exact place he should be going. He should be going to this jail, this facility, to get the help, so he's not shooting at women's feet in the street. So I think it can go both ways.
Whoa, back that up. So what I got from him so far was, it's there's some people saying that, you know, that he's just not a person that just deserves to be in jail. You know what I mean? And he's saying like he got PTSD when he's in there, so that can cause him to be a worse person. You know, so I just think I don't know, man, because it could be like you could say certain things just to get out of jail or just to get somebody out of jail. So just because they saying all that doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve to go to jail. You get what I mean? Just because they said that makes it worse than all that. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that, like, if he was to do it, if he did not. But he got charged for it. So let's say he did it, right? That don't mean that he don't deserve to be. You know what I'm saying? Because people saying, oh, it makes him a worse person. I mean, if the shit never went down, he would have never had to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's a coin toss for me, man. I don't know. This shit just got a little in too deep because he did get locked up.
I've seen judges turn around and say, great, I know the exact place he should be going. He should be going to this jail, this facility to get the help so he's not shooting at women's feet in the street. So I think it can go both ways.
Right. Also, the LA County.
It goes both ways. Like I said, it goes both ways. You got this one person saying. You got this one group of people saying he doesn't deserve to be in jail. You got this other person saying no, he deserved to be there, so he ain't shooting at people.
Where she said that she hasn't experienced a single day of peace since she was shot by Tory, and she couldn't bring herself even to be in the room with him again. So how important is her statement?
Her statement, I think, is the most important statement. She also said in that letter that do not take her absence as anything else but protecting her mental health. That Tory Lanez had issued a campaign against her through his music, supposedly hiring people and bloggers to put out false information and misinformation. We've seen in this country when it comes to the prosecution of men where the women are the victims, with the question of believing them. And I think we saw here firsthand, especially for a black woman, where so many people disbelieved her. We've even seen people like 50 Cent come out and say, hey, I was wrong. What I said about this case was incorrect. But now that the conviction is about to happen and the verdict's already come in, everyone is believing Megan Thee Stallion. The jury has believed this case. And I think that, as the judge has put himself, he's not considering remorse, but the post actions of Tory Lanez will be considered and will go into the sentencing. That to me suggests it's going to be at least double digits in terms of a sentence.
Oh, double digits.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like whether y'all like it or not, I know there's some people that ain't gonna like it, and it's a problem. But I feel like it's factual. A lot of women, black women in particular, that are accused of lying when they've been done wrong, when they've been treated wrong. So like I said, let's use this situation for example. She said that Tory shot her. Everybody thought she was lying, right? Everybody was like, but they was even calling her a snitch. They was even saying, oh, you just trying to do this for clout, or you just trying to, just bash the black men, right? They was saying all that. Even 50, he was like 50 even was like, oh, I was wrong. He admitted, when they dig deeper into this case, they was like, wait a second, she could be telling the truth. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't feel like it's right that we sometimes shame black women, the way we treat black women, like when it comes to them being did wrong and they try to come out and tell us the truth, and we treat them like they're liars, or they're like just trying to do shit for attention. So I don't feel like that's right. You get what I mean? So that shit do happen. Now, that's very factual.
It's interesting because prosecutors here, right, asking for the judge to hand down a 13-year sentence, but Tory's attorneys say maybe he should only get probation, perhaps be released from jail to enter a residential substance abuse program. So how do you see that playing out then?
I think that these victim impact statements are putting him in the double digits. The defense asked for probation, but even in their motions, they said, we understand he is not eligible based on the law. The law in California looks at the max of being about 23 years and said it should be about half. And so I think he's going to get somewhere in that 13 range, maybe a little bit more.
All right, ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer, our thanks as always to you.
Damn. So he's saying that it's gonna be double digits. So he's saying like 13 years. Man, I don't know, man. It's deep. It's getting deep for Tory, man. This shit, I don't know. He probably felt like he was able to, get up out this one. You know what I'm saying? And he couldn't. They caught him. He was in the shackles. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's a very, very unfortunate, case. You know what I'm saying? I say unfortunate because, I feel like it's a situation that should have never happened. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it could have been handled differently. It could have been a different outcome. Ain't nobody had to get shot. You know what I mean? I don't even remember why it was even happening. I just know that they was at the same spot and I guess they was arguing, and you know, a gun was involved. I feel like that. That shouldn't have been the case. You know what I mean? That's me personally. You know, the fact that I wish it wasn't. I didn't have to be like a whole debate. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish nobody got. You know, that's me. That's my opinion. But it happened, and now everybody has their opinions, and it's a whole debate now. Me. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was guilty of debating and all that, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know really much about it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like it or not, it's some women that lie on men. It's some men that lie on women. I don't know. I mean, I was one of the ones that thought Meg was lying. I would admit that. But when it became more fact, like information of, you know, information, I don't even know if that's a word. When more information came out about the, you know, the whole situation, I was like, wait, hold on. Now, I ain't even finna be on nobody's side yet. Let me see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So ever since that was going, I was like, I'm gonna leave this alone because I don't know what the hell was going on. I know this man locked up, and I know, you know, Megan, yeah, she's defending herself, which she should. You know what I mean? But that's my take on it, man. Now it's up to y'all to tell me how y'all feel about the whole situation. You know, that concludes another video of Random Tuesday. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I really hope that y'all tell me y'all opinions. I'm really curious. You know, so how many of y'all is playing the side, or how many of y'all is just how I feel like y'all in the middle, you know? But man, I appreciate all y'all tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Same time next week. You know what I mean? With Random Tuesday, man, we gonna see what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I appreciate all y'all. Love y'all. Deep is out. Peace.